So we just finished Himachal Pradesh demography analysis, the initial phase, mainly the SC/ST population in constituency specific. So I'm going to share that what is our finding. So let me start with, yes. So I have selected the constituencies in the numerical order. So in the first constituency like Chura, you can find out what is the rural population, what is the urban population, and what is the SC and ST population. So in that under the Chamba district, you can find out that there are 5 assembly constituencies. Mainly it is the rural area, and the SC/ST constituencies, if you look at the total average, it will be almost 47.7%. So it is quite good. And in the recently the one under the when the Mandi Lok Sabha by-election happened, so the Bramhin constituency it polled, and their Congress performed well. And in this area, in this Chamba district, in every constituency, the Gaddi community, they are very influential. And in the Chamba district, if we further look at that the past performance, so in the last election, Congress was able to win only this is the Chamba district, 1 seat, and BJP in 4. And the vote share difference was 51 and 43.3, almost 8% vote share difference was there. So this is all about Chamba district. Now come to Kangra. So Kangra is the district where the maximum number of assembly constituencies are there, close to 15 assembly. There are 15 assembly constituencies. If you look at the rural urban population, it is mainly rural. Once again, Kangra, except the Dharmashala, where the urban population is close to 38.06%. Now, interestingly, if you look at with compared to Chamba, the ST population is quite less, except these 4 constituencies, the Shahpur, Dharmashala, Palampur, and Bajnath. They are the ST population close to 11, 12, 19, and 10. So this is once again in this area, Gaddi community people is there. And in the Kangra, the OBC population is very significant. OBC population, Himachal's 55% OBC population, they stay in Kangra. So Kangra, this 15 constituencies is going to be very crucial. So the SC population, if we take the SC population average in Kangra, we're getting close to 21.4, and the ST population in Kangra, we're getting close to around 10.2%. Now let's have a look how Kangra has voted in the past election. So in the Kangra district, out of 15 seats, if you look at, BJP was able to win 11, Congress 3, and independent candidate 1. So whoever wins Kangra, they have a great advantage. And if you look at the 2012, Congress was able to win 10 seats, where BJP is 3. So 2012, Congress won Kangra and they formed the government. In 2017, BJP won Kangra and they formed the government. Now come to the next district. This one, Lahaul-Spiti, this is 100% rural constituency, and here it is mainly ST population is very high, 81.4%. It is there. Now come to Kullu district. Kullu, there are 4 constituencies. In the Kullu, which is tourist spot, the urban population is 26.34. Tribal population, the ST population is very minimum. On an average, it is almost 3.4%. But the SC population, if we look at, it is close to 28.1. So let's look at how Kullu has voted in the past. Kullu, if you see, BJP was able to win 3 seats in 2017 and Congress only 1. But the vote share difference was on 5%. Around 5% difference was there. In 2012, Congress 2, BJP 1, and HLP 1 seat they are able to win. So after Kullu, there's Mandi. This is very significant. And Mandi district, you have 10 assembly constituencies. And here, from the Siraj, CM is the present MLA, and he's the CM. Here also in Mandi district, we can find out that the ST population is low, close to 1.2%. But in the Mandi, there is significant SC population. So around average 29.3, almost 30%. You have the SC population. In the Mandi district, in the last time, Congress performed badly. If you see that the vote share difference, BJP polled 53% in Mandi district, and they own 9 seats. And Congress was unable to open this account, and Congress polled only 34.1%, and independent candidate Prakash Rana able to win 1 seats. In 2012, when Congress formed the government, but it was equally distributed. So Congress vote share was 43.1 and BJP vote share 41.6. It is 5 and 5 seats. Here, the vote share difference between BJP and Congress is very high. It means that 53 and 34. That means almost 17% there is vote share difference in Mandi. Now, Pratibha Singh has been made the state president from the Congress. So Mandi district probably this time we can observe a little bit fight. Congress probably will expected to improve the vote share, as per at least the whatever the Mandi by election, Lok Sabha by election is concerned. So it was very clear. But interestingly, under the Mandi Lok Sabha seat, there are 9 assembly constituencies from Mandi district. And in the by-election, BJP was leading in 8 and Congress only in 1. Though in the by-election, BJP did not perform well, but still in Mandi, they are able to hold their lead. So that's Mandi district also very important. And every political party, means Congress, BJP, will be focusing in Mandi a lot. And here, next come to Hamirpur. Hamirpur, we have like 5 seats in Hamirpur. And so it is also mainly the all the rural constituencies, highest urban constituencies, the Hamirpur assembly seats. And here also in Hamirpur, what we can find it out that there are 4, means ST population is very less, 0.6%, and SC population in this area is almost 25%. And if you look at the how Hamirpur district voted in the past, so if you see in Hamirpur, Congress performed well in 2017, though the vote share wise BJP was at, BJP polled around 48.7 and Congress polled 45.2, but Congress was able to take Congress able to win 3 seats and BJP in 2 seats. And in 2012, the BJP performed 3 seats BJP is able to win, Congress won, and this Rajinder Singh, who was an independent candidate, he actually contested from Congress ticket in 2017. So this 38.8 and plus 10 is 48. Almost Congress is able to get that same vote share, 45% vote share from the Hamirpur. Now come to Una. Una, they are in this district, there are 5 seats, mainly rural area, except the Una seat, assembly seats, where the 33% your urban populations is there. And in Una, if you look at the average vote share is around SC vote share, constituency specific is around 22%, and tribal population is very negligible. So this is coming Una, and Una also we have observed a close fight. And in Una district, around 13 to 15% population is also OBC. So to Brahmin and Rajput is 50% of the Himachal total population. So I'm mentioning outside the Brahmin and Rajput, how is the population. And to conclude Brahmin and Rajput population, we need to do a little bit much more exercise. Okay, so we are doing it, booth-wise we are doing it. We are trying to identify that what is the booth-wise every community population. So that probably in after a month or 2, I will come up with all these details much later. Let's come to Una. So Una also, if you look at it was a close fight. BJP for 50.6 and Congress for 46.3. Vote share difference only 4%, and BJP was leading in 3 and Congress in 2. And in 2012 also, if you see it was a very close contest. 46.9 Congress and BJP is 45.3, and Congress was leading in 3 and BJP in 2. So after Una, let's come to Bilaspur. Bilaspur, we have 4 seats in this district. It is also rural population. ST population is very minimum, and the average SC population, if you look at per seat, it is 26%. So let's look at how Bilaspur has voted in the past. So Bilaspur, if you see it was a close contest. I can tell. So BJP got 53.6 and Congress got 44. So 3:1. And in 2012 also it is 45.9 and 43. It is 2:2. So one thing we need to understand that it is two-corner fight, and it is at least in 2012 and 2017, except Mandi and Kangra, everywhere there was a close contest. Everywhere the vote share difference is not more than like 6-7% more than it is not more than that. So a swing of 2-3% of vote, it can change the overall election scenario in the district a lot. So after Bilaspur, let's come to Solan. Solan, we have 5 seats in the Solan, and here in Doon and Solan, urban population is there around 26% and 33%. And in Solan, if you see in Doon, there is around 11% ST population, and in Nalagarh, 8.8%. In the remaining seats, if you look at Solan, on an average, it's 28.6 SC population is there. Now let's look at how Solan has voted in the past. Solan district, Congress was leading. So if you see in 2012, so it was all same vote share. I think Congress was leading just by 1 vote, but BJP was leading in 3 and Congress in 2. And in 2017, Congress was leading in 3 and BJP in 2, and the vote shares difference is just hardly 1% difference. So it is a so Solan district, at least in 2012 and 2017, we have seen very close competition. Now after Solan, let's come to Sirmaur. Sirmaur, there are 5 seats. And the Nahan seats, we have around 25% urban population, and Paonta Sahib around 22% urban population. Nahan, you have around 8% ST population, rest you have insignificant ST population. And in Sirmaur, if you look at least in so average SC population is 31%, and at least in Pachat around 41%, and Sri Renuka around 40%. So very significant SC population in these 2 seats. Now come to Shimla. Shimla, you have 8 seats, and from Shimla rural, Vikramaditya Singh, he will contest as the present MLA. He will contest. He is the son of Birabhadra Singh, and he will contest once again. In the Shimla, this Shimla proper seat, it was 100% urban population, and Kasumti around 43% urban population, and Shimla rural around 25% urban population. Except that if you see the ST population is not very significant in this area, but the SC population in this area, on an average, it is around 26.2%. Highest SC population in Shimla, it is Rampur SC, 31.8%. Second highest SC population will be 29.3%. And let's look at how Shimla has voted in the past. So if you look at the Shimla, it was once again very close. So Congress had a huge lead. And that time, thanks to Birabhadra Singh, 53.3% Congress polled, and BJP was able to pull only 26.2. And Congress was leading in 6, and BJP was leading. BJP won 1 seat, and independent candidate won 1 seat. And in 2017, this vote share was very close. So BJP polled 43%, Congress polled 42.2, and CPM polled 8.5%. So if you look at the BJP was leading in 3, BJP won 3 seats, Congress won 4 seats, and CPM won the lone seat. What CPM has won in this Himachal Pradesh, that is from the Shimla proper seat, so that they are able to win. So it was also, if you look at in 2017, it was a very close contest in terms of vote share. And the Kinnoor seat is only 1 seat. It is 100% rural and significant ST population, around 58% ST population is there. And if you look at how Kinnoor has voted in the past, so Congress has a significant lead in 2012 in terms of vote share, 54, and BJP for 38, significant gap. And in 2017, we can find out that BJP improved the vote share by almost 10%, but Congress was able to win that seat. So these are all the Himachal results, and I would like to tell to the viewers that all this data, it has been calculated based upon the last 2011 census data. So from that, almost every polling booth wise, how is the population and everything. And election commission also, they have calculated. So that data I am sharing with you. Almost every constituency is, you can view it in the screen, and you can understand how is the SC and ST population. Later on, I'll come up with much more details with OBC population, Rajput and Brahmin population of each constituency. That process is going on. If you find this video interesting, please like it and subscribe this channel. I'm coming up with lots of interesting data in this channel in a regular basis. Thank you.